Welcome back to the Barry Charles Footy Show, your one-stop shop for everything rugby league. Yes, folks, this is the episode for you, the Sydney City Roosters. If this is your team, good luck for 2024. They have obviously gained a few good signings. Whether they can continue that on for the future, we will see. Let's get to it right here, right now, Barry Charles Footy Show. Yes, the Sydney Roosters haven't really lost too many players, but they've gained Spencer Leniu and Dominic Young. How does that look? How does that fit into the squad? It absolutely just jam-packs. I want to put this out clearly right here, right now. I did some numbers on all the teams in the competition. I did numbers. I ranked players 5 points in terms of who is an absolute star, out-and-out star. 3 is your everyday, very solid players, and then your ones that are just making up the team. I did that, and the Sydney City Roosters come up on top, folks. Yes, Sydney City Roosters, in terms of paper, and they'll probably be like this for quite a while. On paper, they are the strongest squad in the comp. Yes, they are the strongest squad in the comp. Absolutely strongest in the comp. And very close behind, no surprises, is the Penrith Panthers. And now the Warriors have really strengthened their squad for this season. So these 3 teams are probably the 3 teams that have improved their squad. And it was already good squads. But they are teams that can really push towards maybe premiership glory in 2024. Yes, the Sydney City Roosters. Let's have a look. I'll probably see that for the last couple of years, Sydney City Roosters had a chance to win the comp. But this year, I'm not going to say they're going to win the comp. They'll probably prove me wrong. But they have a squad that has the ability to go all the way in 2024. Let's go for it. James Tedesco. Yes, James Tedesco will be lining up as fullback, but you can name the rest of the team. Joseph Suoliki and Joseph Manu would be chances of playing fullback, but clearly not. But they will be the wing and centre pairing on one side, and Billy Smith and Dominic Young will be the other pairing, leaving out Daniel Tupou. So imagine you can just bring Daniel Tupou off on at any stage when there's an injury. They wouldn't lose anything there. The halves, Luke Keary and Sam Walker. I even got an argument you could put Sandal Smith there instead of Keary. But Keary has done it before, but I just haven't seen it the last couple of years consistently throughout the season. Maybe he'll turn it around. If Luke Keary turns it around and Sam Walker get it together, they can win the premiership. Forward pack, Jared Royer, Hargraves and Lindsay Collins, I think, will be the starting, which will leave Spencer Leniu to be their bench player again. And why would you complain? If you can win the comp, it doesn't matter where you play. And that's the way. If he wants to be a starting player, I don't think you need to. You play what you need to do to win for your team. And I think Spencer Leniu will realise that and will just fall into the team. Brandon Smith, hooker, he needs to get another level this season. Tupanua, for me, gets the starting role, but you can have Angus Crichton. Tupanua at his best. He struggled a bit last year. He struggled defensively too. So he needs to go up a little. Sia Wong gets the starting spot with Victor Radley. Sandon Smith, he's a utility off the bench for me. With Spencer Leniu, Nat Butcher and Angus Crichton. But you could also have Terrell May. Connor Watson back to his best. He's a chance. Nafua White. Junior Pagel. There's quite a few options for this. Daniel Tupou, of course, coming off the bench. They're probably not super stacked. They're super stacked in the starting lineup, don't get me wrong. But they're probably not super depth-wise. They haven't got probably as much depth as they normally have. But in saying that, if they find some potential young gun to come out of the ranks, then boom. But yes, Sydney Roosters fans, you've got to get excited. I don't know. They need to find something. Trent Robinson needs to find that key level to start stronger. I really do believe the Roosters are a big show in 2024. They just have it all over the park. Probably the biggest question out of all of the squad for mine is probably the spine. Everything else looks beautiful, and the spine could be beautiful, but they struggled a bit last year. But they got Sam Walker's got to get the best out of himself. Luke Keary's got to play consistently good. James Tedesco dipped a little bit last season. Will he continue to dip? He needs to go up, trying to maintain his level. And Brandon Smith, well, he'll be fully fit this season, so he gets his opportunity. He had a few injuries last season, but he struggled. So we'll see if he can turn it around this season. Or we're going to see a bit more Sandor Smith, and maybe Brandon Smith goes into a lock sort of role. Potentially, that's probably a potential hooking position might be an issue for the Rabbitoh. For the Roosters in terms of going forward. So for me, that's the key. I think two keys for me: Luke Keary and Sam Walker. If those two play brilliant football, the Roosters are going to go very close to winning the premiership. If they don't, they will battle into the mid pack of the top 8 probably. But if they do get it all together, they are a potential grand finalist. No guarantee of it, but Dominic Young can get carved up on the wing sometimes defensively, so that's going to be interesting to see if Billy Smith or whoever goes there can help him out. Sia Wong, will he go to the next level? Tupanua needs to go up a level. Jad Warrior Hargraves has been a very good player for a long time, but he is known to give away penalties. Will that cost him? It has cost him in the past. If he can keep that out of this game this season, then the Roosters could do anything. Spencer Leniu is going to bring a lot off the bench. Absolutely outstanding. If he doesn't start, but I would be putting him on the bench. He will be electric for this team, and something they need in their get-go after the 20 minutes early on. I think Spencer Leniu is a big signing for this club. I think it's bigger than Dominic Young, in my opinion. I think they could have stuck with Daniel Tupou, but I think Spencer Leniu is a big thing. And Dominic Young had some issues over the Christmas break. Hopefully he's come back all right. Let's hope everything is well with Dominic Young and he'll be ready to go for round 1. But yes, the forward pack, they've got the alpha males in their team. They've got pretty much everything covered. And they've got a player like Connor Watson. They can come in and play a lot of positions if need be. They've got a lot of young talent in there as well that can step up. But again, the halves need to do their job. Sam Walker, he wants to be the Queensland number 7. It's going to go to Tommy Denon at the moment. Looks like he'll be the next one off the ranks. Sam Walker needs to go, no, I'm the next Queensland halfback. I want to be it now. If he can have a stellar start to the season, Cherry Evans could be under pressure. To me, he is the one player that could knock Cherry Evans out of his seat. But he's got to try and deliver it. He reminds me so much of Alfie, when a mixture of Andrew Johns and him as well, Sam Walker. But he's got to get it done defensively. He's got to play. You don't have to play week in, week out good because Andrew Johns didn't. So it just proves that you can be talented. But he's got to make the team around him better. That's the key for Sam Walker. Can he make the rest of the team around him better and take on the level of Nathan Cleary, who's very much seems to be more intelligent above his years in terms of footy. Sam Walker needs to find that place, and he needs to find it quickly if he wants to be a dominant halfback. Anyway, that is the Sydney City Roosters top 17 look at for 24 season. You should get excited, Roosters fan. It should be a good season. If they can get the individuals to play as a team, this squad could be absolutely lifting the trophy at the end of the year. No doubt about it. It's been like that for a few years, so to be honest. If they don't win it soon, it could be a long road back. Joseph Suaalii will be gone after this year. Jerry Manu potentially could be gone. James Tedesco had this re-signed, but he's getting to the end of his heyday. So if they don't win a premiership in the next couple of years, Trent Robinson could be looking over his shoulder potentially going forward, and maybe he needs a new challenge. Who knows? But on paper, they have the strongest squad in the comp. And I mean, Penrith have done well, and they've lost players and added players. But the Roosters overall have the strongest 17 in the comp. It's up to them if they want to deliver the premiership to the Roosters fans. But in terms of players, they have the best 17 in the comp. We'll find out if that will lead to a premiership. But they definitely got the strongest squad by, not a country mile, but they got the strongest team by a big way. So that is the Sydney City Roosters. They were 7th last year. I expect them to be a top 4 side. If they don't, it's an absolute disgrace for you Sydney Roosters fans with the squad they got. Anything worse than 4th is disastrous. But yeah, the question mark is whether Sam Walker can go to the next level, similar to Lachlan Ilias at the Rabbitohs. If he can, no doubt about it, the Rabbitohs can be in the grand final. But that's the Barry Charles Footy Show for this episode. Next up will be the Cronulla Sharks. Have an awesome day out there.